was very touched tonight to see a picture of Ramana Maharishi. Which I'm sure many of you know who he is. And what he represents for me is a perfect integration of wisdom and compassion, love. Ultimately, wisdom and compassion are the same, yet they can have different experiential qualities. And their unfoldment can come to us at different times and different stages in our journey. The essence of wisdom is what's represented in the non-dual teachings, which point directly to the awake still space. Just as simple as that. Nothing's more required. Nothing more needs to be learned or understood if one can directly palpate into that experience and allow their sense of self to dissolve into that. In that simplicity, a shift can happen. And in that shift is a simple recognition that what we are is not bound within our body and mind. What would be more true is that it is the infinite space within which the body and mind exist within. And then there's this thing called love. And from this context, it doesn't necessarily translate into the normal relational way that we're used to interpreting that word. It's more along the lines of that unbounded spaciousness, and discovering that it has an inherent impulse to re-engage that which it woke out of. It's not a personal movement, it's not out of desire, it's not out of lack, it's just that's its nature. And so the nothing that we discover when we awaken begins to discover its fullness, its everythingness, and its humanity. The human individuality from that level is the most beautiful thing, because it is itself a complete manifestation of that totality of consciousness. And to say that it's a non-doer is true, and to say that it is the doer of the non-doer is also true. No one's doing, it's just happening of its own. And so in that love, we can be who we truly were meant to be as human beings, which one could say is simply to express that. Express that which always is. Express that which knows nothing else but to love.